Hi everyone, welcome back to Country and Stable's YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to prepare your horse for travel. So whether you're going out on a hack or to a competition, we're going to teach you what you need and how to prepare to keep you and your horse safe. We're going to start first with how to put a tail bandage on your horse. Before we get going, just make sure your horse is comfortable with you being around their rear end. Generally, we stand off to the side. You don't want to stand directly to the back of your horse. So Aragon looks more than happy for me to be here. I'm just going to give his tail a little touch. He's nice and relaxed. So to start with, I'm going to place the top part of my tail bandage up here with leaving a little bit of excess out. Wrap it underneath his dock, like so. Crossing over the top, and then I just fold my excess underneath. And then just cover that up as I go down. So we want a little bit of tension just to make sure it holds everything in place, because you don't want your tail bandage to slip down and slip off as you travel. Equally, we don't want to do it up too tight, especially as this is elasticated, because we don't want our horse to lose any circulation. So just slightly overlapping as we head down the tail, all the way to the end. And your tail bandage will either have some sort of tie, maybe like this with some string or a Velcro attachment. We're just going to do this up as we're at the bottom. Again, a couple of times, tight enough that it's not going to fall off. Then you can also fold up the bottom just to cover up the knot again, just as another layer of protection. There we go, tail bandage is on. Taking your tail bandage off is really straightforward. We're just going to undo the bottom. Let's just unwrap a couple of times. And then you're going to grab the top part at the top of his tail, slide it down, and it comes off like that. I'm going to show you now how to re-roll your tail bandage, because we want to make sure we roll this the correct way. There's nothing worse finishing your bandaging on your tail or your legs and finding out that you've rolled your bandage the wrong way. So I will show you how to. Okay, so we're going to fold your string into itself. Sometimes it's a bit easier if you've got Velcro, because you can Velcro onto the bit down here, but for string, make sure it's coming in, and then we're going to start to roll down, just tucking the string in as we go. I also like to stand on the bottom of my bandage as I start to roll, just to give you some tension. Again, it helps with the application. If you've got quite a loose bandage, it can be hard to get the correct tension on your horse's leg or tail, so I'll just stand on it as I go, rolling it down. Now we're going to have a quick look at head collars for travelling. Always make sure you're travelling either in a leather head collar like we have here, or some form of safety quick release head collar. We don't want to travel in anything nylon, because in case your horse panics or has an accident and falls, your nylon head collar is not going to break and give, whereas something safety based, which has a quick release option, or a leather head collar, will give under enough pressure. You may also decide that you want to travel your horse in some form of safety boot or bandage. You don't have to, but it's something that I always think is a good idea, just in case you have an accident or your horse might kick out. We don't want them to damage their legs. So these are proper travel boots. They're designed with reinforced backs. They sit a lot longer on your horse's leg to help reinforce and protect the back of their hooves and also the back of their legs. This is a back travel boot, and again, this provides protection higher up on your horse's hocks, where they're likely to impact, and also around the base of their legs. We're going to start with the front boots first. With this, you just want to make sure you place it so it covers the back of your horse's heels. Starting at the top, doing up your Velcro, adjusting it, and then you can tighten up your Velcro if need be. But you can see there how nice the coverage is from your knee all the way down to your horse's foot. Once we've done both of your front boots, we're going to move on to the back. Again, placing like last time, just tucking this behind the heel, making sure it's covering your horse's hock and adjusting accordingly. Just be aware that some horses might find it strange having a boot so high up on their hocks. So just give them a little bit of space and just give them a quick walk round as well, because you'll often find they'll find it a weird feeling, so they might kick out. So just be careful when you're doing that. All finished and ready to travel. Make sure you check out our video on how to load your horse safely into a trailer too. See you next time.